Right now, a breaking news alert from News 9 WAOW.
We have a party with a gunshot wound alerting Wausau for a second med.
The party did flee the area southbound on a bicycle.
We will do everything in our power to bring them to justice.
A community left shaken tonight after a deadly shooting on Wausau's southeast side. Here's what we know right now. One person is dead and 2 others are hurt.
They were shot apparently by a former employee of the Pine Grove Cemetery at the cemetery. Now, that person is said to be in custody, and we are continuing our live team coverage tonight. Our reporters standing by with community reaction and a breakdown of what happened.
Now, a Storm Track 9 weather alert from News 9 WAOW.
It has been a night of wild weather across north central Wisconsin. Reports of hail and flooding and even a confirmed tornado in the town of Knowlton. This is a look at some of the damage there. Thanks for joining us. I'm Melissa Langbeck.
And I'm Phil Aldridge. We have live team coverage for you tonight. Let's start with our meteorologist who've been tracking these storms all night.
Thank you, Phil and Melissa, and good evening, everybody.
Well, our team coverage continues with News 9's Allie Peters.
She's live in the town of Knowlton. That's where a tornado was confirmed to have touched down. Allie, what does it look like out there?
Right now, a Storm Track 9 weather alert from News 9 WAOW.
Snow is blanketing central Wisconsin tonight. This is video of the flakes falling in Wausau shortly before 7:30. You can also see the wind blowing the light dusting across the roads. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Allie Peters. Our team has live coverage on the winter weather moving through our area tonight. Let's start with Storm Track 9 meteorologist Mike Brownling with more on what we can expect. Thank you, Mike. Now we do want to go ahead and take a look at the 511 road conditions map right now. Now, as you can see, a lot of the roads are pink or blue. Now this means they are either snow covered or they are slippery. So if you are headed out tonight, make sure you take it slow, drive safely. Now let's go out to News 9 Sarah McGrew with a look at the current conditions in Portage County. Sarah.
Police will face no charges in the shooting of Jacob Blake.
This was a tragedy first and foremost.
The DA's reasoning and how the family is responding tonight.
Plus, lagging behind other Midwest states. Why Wisconsin's COVID-19 vaccine rollout is getting off to a slow start.
The Mega Millions is drawing today and the Powerball tomorrow, and the jackpot is high. I'll have a look at what one area gas station is seeing.
News 9 WAOW. We've got you covered.
A state of emergency tonight in Kenosha after the district attorney announces a decision in an officer-involved shooting. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Phil Aldridge.
And I'm Melissa Langbeck. Now, the DA will not file charges against the officer who shot Jacob Blake in the back 7 times after attempts to tase him failed. News 9's Allie Peters is live with the very latest developments for us.
Right now, a breaking news alert from News 9 WAOW.
A stunning scene in Washington, D.C. The U.S. Capitol put on lockdown after a group of President Trump supporters stormed the building. Lawmakers were either rushed away or told to hide as security officers drew their guns on the floor of the House of Representatives. And one woman who was shot in the Capitol building today has died.
Law enforcement officials now say the inside of the Capitol has been secured and Congress plans to resume counting electoral votes. More than 1,000 National Guard members have been mobilized, all to help calm the situation there. Here's a live look right now at what is happening in the nation's capital. Chaos erupting, though, as we mentioned, as the group gathered for the counting of those electoral college votes. And tonight, we do have team coverage for you, everything from lawmakers' reactions to local rallies.
Right now, a breaking news alert from News 9 WAOW.
Tonight we begin with breaking news out of Stevens Point. Thanks for joining us. I'm Allie Peters.
And I'm Phil Aldridge. Right now, police are responding to a report of shots fired. News 9 Sarah McGrew is live on the scene with what we know so far.
Authorities say no new information will be released today.
So, Tom, what will be next? What are we looking to learn tomorrow?
Yeah, Chief Bliven says the suspect they have in custody will make his first appearance. A chance to see a name and a face to the person that could be behind this tragic event.
We'll continue to keep you updated throughout the newscast and tonight on News 9 at 10. You can also follow the latest on the investigation on our website, WAOW.com. Right now, President Joe Biden is spending his first night in the White House. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Bill Aldrich.
And I'm Allie Peters. Earlier today, he was sworn in as the 46th President of the United States.
I, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., do solemnly swear.
President Biden saying his swearing in marks a day of history and hope. He called for unity in our country and told our allies that America has been tested and we've come out stronger.
We will repair our alliances and engage with the world once again, not to meet yesterday's challenges, but today's and tomorrow's challenges. And will lead not merely by the example of our power, but by the power of our example.
The inauguration was different than normal, but some traditions remained. Congressional leaders gave gifts to President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. The two also visited Arlington National Cemetery for a wreath-laying ceremony at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier.
Throughout the celebration, President Biden did manage to get some work done on his first day. The president put pen to paper on a series of executive orders, memoranda, and directives, several of which focus on the pandemic. One order requires mask and physical distancing on all federal properties. Another action brings the U.S. back into the World Health Organization. And President Biden is creating a position for a COVID-19 response coordinator to unify the national response.
As the first female to be vice president, Kamala Harris made history today. And this isn't the first time she's done so. On her road to the White House, Harris was elected as San Francisco's first black woman to be district attorney. She was also the first woman, black, and South Asian American to serve as California's attorney general. People in our area say it brings them hope.
I think it really showed minorities that they have a chance at succeeding. And I think that's inspirational for many young women, especially myself. I think it's really nice to see someone who, looks like me.
Harris inspiring many girls out there today. And as we heard her say in her victory speech a couple of months ago, she may be the first woman to hold this position, but she certainly will not be the last.
Wisconsin lawmakers are reacting to the inauguration of President Biden and Vice President Harris. Democratic U.S. Senator Tammy Baldwin was at the U.S. Capitol to watch them take the oath of office. In a tweet, she wrote, quote, "We have a lot of work to do, and I know Joe and Kamala are ready to do it." Republican U.S. Senator Ron Johnson was also at today's inauguration. He posted a tweet, quote, "I wish President Biden well and encourage him to follow through on his pledge to be president for all Americans and act to unify our divided nation."
As this administration begins, another one ended. Former President Donald Trump left the White House early this morning, skipping the inauguration. The former president held a farewell event at Joint Base Andrews before heading to his home in Florida.
I wish the new administration great luck and great success. I think they'll have great success.
Former Vice President Mike Pence was at the inauguration. After the ceremony, he and his family flew back to Indiana.
While the Packers prepare for Sunday's NFC Championship game, fans are getting ready to watch the Pack beat the Bucks. Yeah, I said it. Typically, Times Square is packed with thousands of people ready to ring in the new year. But right now, the crossroads of the world is mostly empty because it's not open to the public this year. You guessed it, because of the pandemic. That's going to do it for us at 6. We'll see you right back here for News 9 at 10. We'll leave you with a look at celebrations of the new year from around the world.